So much for staying with us here on Morning Live. Time for one more thing, and it's time now for Democracy Gauge, which is, of course, our regular feature here on SABC. And this is where you get to rate our democracy using three colors. Green means that you think our democracy is healthy, yellow means that we ought to be careful, and red that our democracy may be in danger. Today's story is about 25-year-old Wandile Mthiyane from KwaMashu Township in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, who began to live his dream when he was given an opportunity to study architecture at St. Andrews University in the United States. And hailing from a poverty-stricken background, Mthiyane says that he made it his life's goal to return home and give back. Mthiyane argues that the vulnerable and low-income communities are in desperate need of dignified homes. And as the founder of Ubuntu Design Group, he is on a mission to create change, one home at a time.
My name is Wandile Mthiyane. I am from Durban, South Africa, in a township called KwaMashu. I am 25 years old. I am the founder and CEO of Ubuntu Design Group. I grew up in a township in KwaMashu, and I had lived in different informal settlements across Durban as a kid. One of the key things that I learned out of this situation was at the core of most problems within my community was the lack of dignified housing. Because if you don't have a dignified house, you can't have a job because you don't have a physical address. But you don't have a job because you also don't have a house. So these two problems were sort of interlinked. And it's from earlier on, I made it my life goal to try and solve that. Realizing how effective apartheid architecture was in segregating and oppressing, I came to the conclusion that community-led Ubuntu design can enable and bring people together, and that's what really inspired me to work with the communities, to find out what they need, to find out how we can best develop the communities in a contextual way. And that's how I came up with this idea of Ubuntu Home, which is practically a home, a dignified home with a commercial component that enables the family to financially sustain themselves. The one in the background here, it's a home with a creche, and then someone with a home with a barber shop, a home with a table maker, and then what you end up happening is a financially sustainable community that feeds off each other and grows together in the concept of Ubuntu of I am because we are.
Mina nguFiksiwe Mtshali, uWandile uyena wasakhela lo muzi. Impilo yethu uyashintsha kakhulu. Sabonga kakhulu kuWandile. Ngendlela sasijabule ngayo, asasokwenza njalo.
The young people are the future of this country. The young people are the future Nelson Mandelas and the future world changers. And we need to invest in them. And we need to invest in their ideas. And I think that's at the core of the development of this country if we want to succeed. I rate South African democracy with the yellow, which means we've made progress, but there's still a long way to go. I do not expect us to undo 500 years of oppression. But I think, there's still a long way for us to go, and we've done a great job to be where we're at.
And Samkelisiwe Gumede produced today's Democracy Gauge. And Democracy Gauge acknowledges all South African citizens and is powered by SABC News. Right, let's take another quick